Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Readalee's video blog. I'm Mary Sky. So I got a couple gripes, discussions, and so forth this morning. So I'm going to do spreadsheets and I'm going to talk to you all. So this morning, I sent an email out to Sister Pee-wee, and venting to her about everything. One of the things I was venting literally about Sister Pee-wee was the fucking fact of the clickbaiters. Too many people want to make fucking living on YouTube, and I just wish YouTube would delete all these fucking clickbaiters who's fucking falsifying $1,200 stimuluses on it. I mean, literally, yeah. I mean, these people make a living, and all they want to say is it's guaranteed. Really, people are getting their hopes up. People are going hungry, but that's beside the point. People, and so I decided this morning to go ahead and tell you there is no more checks. I wrote a video this morning. I watched the video Pee-wee gave me. It was a good video where California basically is applying for the FEMA funds. FEMA funds. Look, I already told you there is no $1,200. You can try to force me to talk, but the thing is, there is none. You're not getting jack diddly shit. No one is. You're going to be suffering like everyone else. So if you want to vote the president out because the Republicans can't make a deal with the Democrats, then fine. The problem is the American people today, as I saw today's reports, they're not going to do piecemeal unless they get a giant bill put together and the House gets what they want. Everything's put on hold. Look, you might need the money, but as Pee-wee said yesterday, there's a lot of greedy son of a bitches out there. Do you think the Democratic Party is going to budge? No. They brought out a skinny bill, and the skinny bill basically gives no money to you all. You want to know why? Because the stock market is rebounding. Because the stock market's rebounding, even though jobs are going down, no one's going to get a dime. Look, I've been following this for freaking months, okay? I called it. Kamala Harris being vice president, done deal. Everyone's going to flock to her when everyone loses their homes for their $2,000 a month. And that's how you're going to get your money. When you're lost your car, lost your house, lost your everything you own, that's what's going to happen. Now, look, I basically was bringing up, okay, listen. The United States Postal Service passed a bill for $25 billion yesterday in the House. There was nothing about $1,200 stimulus checks. None. No stimulus. Republicans brought out the HEROES bill. Now, let me rephrase what happened, okay? Let's all the way go back to the HEALS Act. Let's go all the way back to the HEROES Act first. In the HEROES Act, it gives $10,000 for hazard pay. It gives $1,200 per person like you, and everyone else asking for $1,200, and it gives up to a family of $5,000, $6,000. Let's just say the Republicans didn't like giving $10,000 to people working at grocery stores as hazard pay, or $6,000 for a family of 5 when mom and pop control the money, and $1,200 for non-citizens that are married to citizens. That's how I can put it. Guess what happened? They stalled the bill in November 15th. Mitch McConnell left it on his desk. Soon as the country was almost ready to fall apart in July, Mitch McConnell hammers out the HEALS Act. $1,200 per person, $500 for children. Hey, that's great. But guess what? It was under $1 trillion, too. Most of the senators in the Republican Party was throwing a fit. They threw in things like new FBI building, other things. $1,200 they agreed on, but most of the senators didn't want to vote for it. The stock market was rebounding. As Ted Cruz says, what the hell are we voting for this? So it stalled. All of a sudden, Nancy Pelosi says, I'm not dealing with President Trump's two ass clowns, Mark Meadows or Stephen Mnuchin, until she gets the set amount of money she needs. So if you want to know where your $1,200 is, blame it on Nancy Pelosi, who's basically holding it hostage. They just brought out the skinny cow bill. That's what I call it. You want to know what's in it? Tell you, $105 billion for schools. And then they're putting in, damn, I always get that word mixed up. Hold on a second. Let me think for a second. What's that word? Liability. They put in liability too. They're also putting in $19 billion for contact tracing and $16 billion for vaccine. And $300 a month. Unemployment, by the will. I want you guys to pay attention. $300 a week. Sorry, not a month. $300 a week till December 27th. But guess what's missing in it, boys and girls? Your $1,200 stimulus check. To basically get the skinny bill passed in the United States Senate and the Senate to vote on it, they had to trim it down. No stimulus bills in it. On top of that, again, here's what the problem is, all right? Because I know these things. Nancy Pelosi brought out a bill for $3.4 trillion. Mitch McConnell stonewalled it. Then the HEROES Act was shelved. Then, as you know, stonewalled. And then the HEALS Act, I keep getting them mixed up. That's why the HEALS Act doesn't have any unemployment, any stimulus. The HEALS Act didn't have enough support in the Senate. You guys are freaking me out here for saying I'm trying to get all my notes together. So Nancy Pelosi stonewalled it. Said, fuck it, we ain't doing it. Then Mitch McConnell decides during their recess to hammer out another bill. This one's a great dandy little bill. You know what it says? No stimulus checks. Go look it up everywhere you want. There's nothing. So, when you guys say you need it, well, yes, we know people need it. But I also want to say that if you haven't read Pee Wee's comment about the government, you might want to do it because it's really an interesting read, all right? And yes, I can be a rude asshole too. My point is, you guys got to listen. No one listens. Pee Wee even said that in the email. Everyone's so fixated on a meager $1,200 that will last 5 minutes. Honestly, I think they should be giving more. But right now, my mouth has to be sealed. As Pee Wee said, we shouldn't be doing stimulus checks because they're dead. The stimulus opening might be September 8th to September 30th if they don't stonewall it because the economy is going good. By the way, if the rumors are true, the stock market will crash by November or a little after November. And then we're really in deep doo-doo. So I thought I'd share that with you as well. Just to see what you guys got to think about it, on it. Now, maybe thank you for giving me a chance to slow down now so I can actually think for a second. But yeah, that's why there's no $1,200. I'm not being negative. The title is not deceptive. It's saying there is no $1,200. Everywhere I go, the media is basically doing a lot of different things. So technically, there you go. And so whatever happened, happened. So any more questions? Look, you want to say I'm negative. Why don't you go and get off your lazy ass and basically go and watch the news medias. Go through every news channel. Put in second stimulus check. See the updates. It's not pretty. I do all the work for you guys, and all you want to say is I'm negative? No. The problem is Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi's not giving anyone anything. They don't want to. It's like I said in one guy's video, smokes and mirrors. Now, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to start my project while I talk to you guys. Because frankly, I can't talk to you guys if you don't listen. You want to say I'm negative? I'm not negative. Why don't you get off your ass and contact every senator and congressman like I have? Most of them say the bill's dead. I forgot. You want to go on YouTube and hope like hell. Look, today is the 23rd, okay? And by the way, I'm in a little bad mood because between now and tomorrow is the 4th anniversary. No one truly knows when my husband died. And frankly, I'm in a cranky mood. So I'm going to start these spreadsheets, totaling them, and then I'm going to talk to you guys. So, point I'm making is I'm not being negative. You're like, oh yeah, we need it. We're on SS. Well, yes, you need it, but guess what? The Republican Party doesn't think you need jack shit, and the Democrats are holding your stimulus check. Why the fuck does that not surprise me? Gwen Brad should. Well, thank you, Gwen Brad SH. Yeah, I mean literally. Thank. Oh yeah, I better turn my volume down too if I can't. Great. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. I just don't want to copyright it for something stupid. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, by the way. And two is I'm basically speaking the truth. These freaking people there, they don't want to hear the truth. They think I'm being negative. Do I sound negative? No, I'm basically doing all the work for these people to have their updates daily, and they just want to sit there and tell me, oh, you're the problem. Gee, I thought I was telling the damn truth, you know? And then a guy goes and retracts everything. There is no $1,200, plain and simple. I'm sorry to say. I wish I had better news for you all, but there is no money. Oh, that's why my thing was having trouble. It decided to do a spyware scan without me knowing. Oh well. So, I want to share that with you all, you know. There's no new $1,200 stimulus check. I mean, look, the American people, it's all smokes and mirrors. They threw you guys a bone. Pee-wee said it herself. You guys should check out her comment. Pee-wee said that maybe this was a bigger thing for people to get their hunger, to see if they're willing to sell their vote up for Biden. I mean, literally. And then when Biden gets in, everything goes to hell anyways, and whatever. I mean, the thing is, no one knows what's going to happen. Oh, I got another email. All right. I mean, look, let me put it this way, okay? Gwen Brad SH. Gwen Brad was right. They decided to call Congress back to session for an emergency session for the post office. They weren't thinking about your stinking $1,200. I want you guys to think about that before you go and attack me saying I am negative. The thing is, I will be positive when they actually make a deal. I told you this before my birthday, August 9th. I said, and I quote, if nothing gets passed in August, by August 9th, then nothing will be passing until possibly September. But now it's different. Did anyone watch the President of the United States when a person asked him, sir, is there going to be another round of stimulus checks? He said stimulus checks are dead. He knows the Republican Party can't get it done. His own party's in factions. They're disarrayed. They're arguing about things. And besides that, another thing the American people are royally pissed off, Mr. Robert, is the fact that in the freaking bill that they passed, the HEALS Act, they put in a new FBI building because Donald Trump wants to buy the fucking property and make it a hotel. And Ted Cruz says, what the hell are we doing here? They're debating, oh, I want to put this in the bill. I want to put that in the bill. The thing is let me put it to you this way. Let me tell you another story, okay? A factual truth. Nancy Pelosi was in a meeting this weekend. Mark Meadows was on the Hill with Mnuchin trying to get a meeting to talk about the next $1,200 for you. She said unless it's a bigger comprehensive package that helps with the states, mind you. And by the way, you asked about FEMA, Ronaldo. FEMA's funds are being drained to pay for the unemployment boost that Donald Trump's giving. Same with the coronavirus relief fund. So when those two funds are drained, sir, that means there is no contact tracing or money for states or extended food stamps. But that's okay. Your $1,200 comes first, I guess, over grandma and grandpa trying to eat on an additional $400 a month on food stamps, which are being taken away because of it. Is it just me? Am I missing something here? Am I reading something wrong? Because frankly, I thought I was reading everything by the book. And so, there you go. So you want to sit here and say, oh, you're being negative. Really, I'm being negative. Oh, we need it. You know what? The thing is if someone's on Social Security disability, you want the truth. I think Brad is going to laugh at me for saying that. But if you guys, whoops, that's not what I wanted. That's the folder I wanted. There we go. Let me tell you a story. That if anyone keeps saying they need the $1,200, it's because they're hungry and they want to go shopping. They can't give me a logical reason of why they need the $1,200. You don't see me needing the $1,200. You don't see me saying I need food. You don't see me saying I need medicine. You don't see me. The elderly saying they need more money for food. The elderly saying they need to cover their meds. Well, not one of you that comes and posts a comment telling me that you need the $1,200. So if anyone wants to laugh at me, if anyone can't maintain their Social Security benefits, their survivor benefits, their retirement benefits, their SSI benefits, their railroad benefits, or their veterans benefits, should have a payee. You should be making your pittance stretch out for a month. Yeah, exactly. There's no damn deal yet, period. And yet, this guy, Robert, says I'm being negative. I don't think I'm being negative. I don't see Robert getting off his ass. There's too many people on YouTube making clickbait videos. And those clickbait videos are $1,200 has been passed. No, it hasn't. The Postal Service has passed. But do you think in your damn right mind that the Senate's not going to do it? The Senate's making a skinny bill without funding. That's the thing. People these days need to realize that they're not going to get what they fucking want. That's the thing. Now, I don't know about you, Brad, but I said it myself that these people need to pay if they're not fucking managing their funds properly. Maybe I'm cold-hearted, but that's how I see it. Let me tell you guys a story, okay? Research, okay? I have 3 family members that work at Walmart. The warehouses are empty. I can't order anything on Walmart's site. I have to send Chloe to go to Walmart for me for the supplies I need. Or order it on Amazon. And Amazon is getting slower by the fucking day. And that's the damn truth. Let me tell you a story. I ordered a month's supply of groceries on Amazon, right? Now you can say, oh, well, this isn't related to the $1,200. I don't want to hear it. I use my food card, which they ship. Free shipping, Amazon Pantry, remember. Guess what happened? They took the money out right away. They didn't ship my items till recently. And they got me a delivery date of September 4th for my groceries. That's when my food stamps get reloaded again. So you tell me, I ordered August 13 and I get it September 4th. This is stuff that needs to be addressed too. They're saying everyone's panic buying using their credit cards, making Jeff Bezos richer. So Jeff Bezos gets richer while the American people are going to file for bankruptcy eventually because they have to buy supplies because the government's not paying them. I want you guys to think about that for a minute. Because frankly, I think it's a bunch of crap. There is no deal as of yet. There won't be any deal as of yet. And to say that I'm very negative, no. I basically am being accused of being negative when I've been busting my ass day in and day out, sleeping very little to try to get you all the information because you people are hungry for $1,200. Pee-wee's working around the clock too on our channel, submitting the videos so I can see myself. I'm looking up the website for Google and other search engines, and I'm getting nowhere on stimulus checks. I got people saying, oh, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. Look, you want to fucking say I'm not sensitive. I am sensitive. The problem is the American people aren't going to get jack shit. Look, September is coming around the corner. Do you think they're going to be voting for your measly $1,200 when they got to make sure the government gets their fucking budget put together? No, the budget's coming next. They don't care. Donald Trump says it's dead. Look at Mitch McConnell. He's making a skinny bill. That tells you right there something. I want you guys to think about that. If there's a skinny bill coming out, okay. Even Brad said Brad was doing information. You know what he just said? He's been doing info. Guess what? You can look at that. If that's not in the skinny bill, he's doing it to cut out the $1,200 and the unemployment. The unemployment they're giving. They're more focused on the unemployment than the $1,200 to get it passed in the Senate. But guess what? I'll guarantee you this. That Nancy Pelosi is going to turn around and fucking thump them again. Because to her, this is basically a semi-slim piecemeal deal, and it ain't going anywhere. That's the truth. That bill, everyone knows, is dead in the water. The reason Nancy Pelosi's not giving in is because she thinks she's got enough leverage for the American people. That's the truth. But you guys want to say I'm negative, and then you need the money. But you can't tell me why you need the damn money. You see, that's the thing. Until you give me the answers of why you need the damn money. Enjoy your fly fishing. Oh, frying fish. Oh, well, sorry. I thought you said fly fishing. Enjoy cooking your fish. So, does anyone else have anything to say? Because it's a Sunday. I guess I will continue what I'm doing while we talk. Because today is a new day. So there is nothing guaranteed. You want me to be positive? Well, I already told you. If nothing gets passed by my birthday, nothing's going to be passing till September. If you guys are sitting there bitching how you need the money now, they're not going to give it. I'll tell you my theories. 40 million people will go homeless. When that happens, guess what? They'll run to the polls when someone offers $2,000 a month retroactive to get voted. And when they get voted in, they might not even pass it. Again, smokes and mirrors. The thing is, until we have an actual bill passed by the U.S. House of Representatives, Senate, that's fine. Look at President Trump. He said he was going to, quote, unquote, veto the postal bill. I don't think any of you realize the problems we are in. Nothing has passed. I've told you this, but no one wants to listen to me. I told you that if it doesn't pass by my birthday, it won't pass till September. There you go. But you guys don't want to listen. It's like Pee Wee said in her email. Most greedy son of a bitches would sell their fucking country up for their vote for money. And that is the damn truth. Look, I am very together. I do so much research, and yet I know more than most people. I stay with what I'm focused on, but I don't make a living on this either. So there you have it. I mean, look, Congress is going to go and do virtual whatever tomorrow for the postmaster. Then they'll make a decision. And, you know, I just hate when people sit there and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. There is no money. And until there is money, everyone needs to accept that there might not be any more checks given. I'll tell you another thing. If anyone's following the polls, they don't think they need to give a stimulus check to win. That's another thing. So they're giving up on that idea. And they're also waiting for more jobs numbers. More unemployment, they'll just keep giving unemployment. But they don't want to give $1,200 because most of these people spend it foolishly. Warehouses are empty. Shipping can't be done. And yet you guys turn around and say, oh, well, you know, it's best of the country. It's not the best of the country, sorry to say. You're all wrong. So $1,200, not going to happen. Not yet, anyways. You might get one in September. You just got to hold your breath until September. Or just put it behind you. Because of it. That's how it is. And it will be like that for a long time. There we go. Just had to email our one of my moderators to let them know, every time I get someone who says they need some money from Social Security, they need their $1,200. Those are the people that need a fucking payee, because I'm the one who fucking went to Social Security directly in the beginning in April, asking about stimulus checks. And they said anyone who needs the $1,200 that can't maintain their benefits needs a payee. Telling you, it's the way it is. But no one wants to listen to me. They just want to fucking grump. Well, I need the money because I need it. You need to put your priorities first. Got to kiss your Christmas goodbye, too. That's how I see it. I'm not negative. The American people, they want it. Let them have it. Fortunately, you got inner House and inner Senate bickering over it. And then you want to tell me I'm wrong? Maybe if you went and Googled this shit, you'd be well aware of what's going on. A lot of these people making videos, updates every day, it's because they want to make a living. I don't. I want to give you the straight, skinny, and not sugarcoat it. That's how I see myself. But no one wants to listen to me. They just want to sit there and say I'm cold-hearted and cold and calculated, and no, I just know what I fucking know. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So there you have it, There's a lot more to worry about than $1,200 right now, like your survival. Everyone's worried about the election. Everyone's worried about their unemployment benefits. Everyone's worried about losing their house and their car. You got more things to worry about than when you get your $1,200 that you say the government promised. The government didn't promise jack shit. You just got to move along. If there's a $1,200, we'll see it next month. This month is almost over. So again, I want you to think. Why would they basically try to do a piecemeal postal bill only? Because they know that elections could be fraud, in their opinion. So they're trying to save election frauds. Save democracy, in their opinion. Over a measly $1,200. That is the damn truth. And you guys want to say, "Oh, we need the $1,200. You don't understand." I perfectly do. Without a logical reason why you need the $1,200. You just say you need the $1,200. I'd like to know why you need the $1,200. Then maybe I'd be more inclined. But just to be on benefits and can't manage your money and you say you need $1,200, that is just purely sick. Without giving a logical answer of why, there shouldn't even be a way to be even talking to people that say they need $1,200. $1,200 is just a drop in the bucket. You want to sit there and say, "I'm not going to vote for Trump because he didn't give me $1,200. I'm going to go vote for Biden." Then do it. Do what you wish. I'm tired. I'm wore out. I'm wore out. It's sick. It's purely fucking sick that I got to deal with all this shit on my plate. You guys want $1,200. Chloe's fucking mental illness. I don't get a fucking break. As I told Pee-wee, I like my wine because it's a escape from Chloe's useless shit. And I had enough on my plate as is. And then I still get up every day to do these videos to help you guys understand where your $1,200 is. And yet you don't even appreciate it. All you want to say is I'm not sensitive. Well, I am sensitive. The thing is I'm not going to have some jackboot tell me that I don't know anything. That's the truth. If you don't like my videos, then don't watch them. If you do like my videos, then maybe you should get off your ass and fucking do research. I've done enough research to know what's going on. They don't want to give another check. That's anyone have any questions or concerns? I'm willing to hear it. I guess not. I guess you guys don't have any questions. I'm already halfway through this spreadsheet. Because there's no one commenting today, I can enjoy the rest of the evening of sleep. Because I'd rather be sleeping than dealing with this. I got enough to deal with here at home and not to deal with everyone demanding $1,200 damn dollars. My family said that works at Walmart. Walmart's warehouse is empty because everyone bought so much useless junk. Now they're hungry for another junk spree. She doesn't want anyone else to get any more money. I was on the phone with one of my family members and they asked me what I spent my $1,200 in Chloe groceries. She's like, amazing. then, same family member emailed me asking for me to make her a eBay, not eBay, sorry, Amazon wish list for Christmas. Everything I want is more than $50, so she's gonna get presents, but I'm not asking for anything. I'm good. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, you're a great sister." That I am. I got a lot of people asking me, about everything. I'm getting tired of people demanding answers that I don't have. There is no $1,200. There is no bill that's going to give $1,200, not till September. And yet every one of you can't give me a damn explanation of why you need $1,200. There's a lot of people that want their $1,200 for booze and for cigarettes and for whatever else they want. But they don't think about anyone but themselves. That's what it is. It's all about you guys and yourselves. You don't think about other people's needs. You're like, oh yeah, I need the $200. I need the $1,200 because I need it. But you didn't explain why you needed it, you see? Reminds me. Vanilla. Definitely mint. Love that mint chocolate ice cream, I tell you. That's the problem. I mean, if you would say you need it for food, I'd be like, well, why didn't you invest your money properly on your monthly benefits you get for food? If you get food stamps, use it. If you owe your rent and you get monthly checks and you're on Social Security or any of the other 5 government programs, then you should be balancing your money out properly and you won't need to worry about rent or food or clothing. Thing is, no one's giving us the true answers of why you need the money. I mean, look, you got to ask yourself, if the Republicans didn't put the $1,200 in the damn skinny bill that was drafted, then do you think that they are going to give you $1,200? No. Stock market's holding itself. They don't need to support the stock market by having you buy massive amounts of groceries and stuff to do it. That's the truth. And the truth hurts. And because the truth hurts, you all want to sit there and complain about it. Oh, I need the money because, well, I just need the money. Really? But you won't give me an answer why you need the money. You just say, I need the money, I need the money, I need the money. I just love how you guys want the money, yet you won't tell us why you need the money. If I needed the money, I'd tell you exactly why I needed it. I wouldn't sugarcoat it. The truth is, you don't like me sugarcoating. I mean, you don't like me not sugarcoating it. And so that's the real truth. You don't like me speaking the truth. You just want it because you live in your own fucking world and you need the $1,200. And then I tell my moderator, and you wonder why I don't want to fucking do these videos or just stop making it. Because if you want to fucking believe some guy that posts it's done, we get a $1,200 check, then go believe the guy who made the clickbait that you're supporting his channel by it, you know. Oh, and I forgot that Robert Guy supports Twinkle Toes too. So Twinkle Toes lies through their ass. Thing is, if anyone basically wants to believe a lie, let them. Because no one in their right mind would believe someone who lies. I, on the other hand, have been basically not sugarcoating anything. Told you this before. Kamala Harris would be vice president. People said, oh, no. Kamala Harris is vice president, or will be chosen to be vice president. Then you idiots turned around and said that we need the 1,200. If we don't get it, we're going to vote the Republicans out. Go for it. I'd like to see you vote the Republicans out. Because as I said today, when Chloe got mad, called me a Trump tard, that I would vote not for any party. Because I'm tired of people fucking accusing me of being a Trump tard. I don't buy the whole thing. That's the thing. You guys want to sit there and be like, we need money. Yeah, so does everyone else in this world, it seems. It's all about money. I wish Pee Wee was here, get her opinion. I did email Pee Wee, though. I watched Pee Wee's video today, and I had to say, you know, it's basically clickbait. She said, yeah, but it has some good news in it. Yeah, the good news is they're still trying to debate. Thing is Nancy Pelosi already said unless she gets what she wants, she's holding up your $1,200 because of it. And the Republicans, they're trying to do a watered down bill so they can get the other Senates to vote for it. That doesn't include $1,200. So I want to ask you again. Maybe you guys should think about it. Because I'd love to hear your opinion on it. The Mitch McConnell's making a skinny bill that doesn't have stimulus checks. That tells you right there that they're not planning to do one. Donald Trump turned around and said again that there is no money for it. No, it's dead. The stimulus checks are dead. They're focusing on unemployment.
So I don't care.
And then you have to come on my channel and say that I was seem like together. I'm still very together. I know the fucking facts. And then you say I'm a sensible kind of person. But now you say I'm negative. Negative for these fucking freeloading son of a bitches that can't even tell me why you need fucking $1,200. I could ask Chloe, why do you think the fuckers need $1,200 if they're on Social Security? Let me ask this question to you all, since you guys are watching me. Chloe, do you need $1,200? And if so, what the fuck do you need $1,200 for?
I don't need $1,200.
Well, let's see. Chloe can buy a new laptop. Hoorah! She can buy a new desktop.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I mean, thing is,
She
right
can
now,
go and buy groceries.
And it's not easy to find a laptop right now.
Or a desktop, but that's not the point.
Well, that's part of the point. That's what I'm trying to get.
Well, then fine. Come on camera here. Take the helm for a minute. I want to use the bathroom. Give your opinion.
I gotta pee after that.
That's fine. Take the helm.
All right. Ow! Ow, that hurts.
Read the comment. The guy called me insensitive.
No, he's not insensitive. I mean, you're not insensitive, but he's just. Listen, you people are ass hurt because you're not getting a stimulus, and it's not coming in. I mean, you're not getting anything. I mean, nothing's going to get better. There's a 50% chance things will get better, depending on what happens November 3rd. If people vote in the change, well then, we'll start seeing better things January, February, into March. But right now, don't expect to get anything. I mean, I hear all the time about people on YouTube talking about stimulus, that it's going to come, or updates on when it's going to come, and all that. And it's either they're dumb or stupid, or they're putting clickbait out to make money.
They're clickbaiting to make money.
Yeah, or they're stupid. But the people who follow them got to be the most stupidest people to actually just go for it. Thing is, we're not getting a stimulus. I mean, right now, I'm not worried about it. I got money. So I got some money right now, just holding on to it. So either way, it's all good for me. But don't expect another stimulus, because you come on this channel asking for a stimulus, you're gonna drive someone crazy, they're gonna get moody, and I have to deal with it. And I have to try to avoid getting an argument. So please stop, pestering about stimuluses on this channel. You're not getting it.
You want to use the bathroom?
Yeah. We should be talking more about the postal delays.
I did. Talked about postal delays. Unfortunately, no one wants to listen about that either.
Yeah, because they don't care, because they don't believe it, because they believe their man, doing the right thing.
That's the thing. Chloe's right. You need to think about postal delays. People not getting packages and mail and letters and everything else, I mean, literally, it's the way it is. So I think when my spreadsheet totals are done, I'm going to log off and try to take a nap because I got up too early. And you all have upset me over stimulus checks. I do these updates to let you know that there is no news on stimulus checks. And all you guys want to talk about is stimulus checks. That's the truth. All you do is you come on my channel looking for updates. The updates is there is no updates. Nancy Pelosi is not going to give in to stimulus checks unless she gets what she wants and she has the leverage. She called Congress back into session for an emergency meeting for, and I quote, for the Postal Service, which is important. But to you guys, the Postal Service is nothing. Your unemployment and your stimulus checks are more important than the post office. So you'd rather sell the post office up for $1,200 because your $1,200 is more, and you're going to vote them out of office because you didn't get your $1,200. Those are right there how fucking selfish you guys are. Greedy son of a bitches. That's what me and Pee Wee calls them. Our channel is to give you the truth and the facts without clickbait. There is no $1,200. There might be $1,200 next month. Might be. But I think if Chloe takes her damn seat, I'm going to ask a couple questions of Chloe while I finish up these spreadsheets.
Ask big questions up here.
First question is, the HEROES Act was passed May 15th with $10,000 hazard pay to your two, and I'm joking here, I know Chloe might get mad. Hazard pay would include to your two favorite grocery store people that you hate so much. 2, it gives every illegal or non-citizen of America married to a citizen $1,200. 3, it gives mom and pop and their 3 kids $6,000. And so you can ask, which one's that?
Vanilla bean.
Oh, then you can ask.
Vanilla bean doesn't have caffeine in it, does it?
No. Then you can ask yourself, with all those benefits and extra money going to people, where you'd get $1,200 and I'd get $1,200, is unfair. You can see why Mitch McConnell stonewalled it, because it's $3.4 trillion. So this is more of a in the end of the timeline that I'm giving to Chloe, that she could turn around and give her opinion. Then Nancy Pelosi says, we'll lower it $1 trillion if you raise it $1 trillion. Most of the Senate Senate Republicans, I should say, not Democrats, won't vote on it because it's too much, including Donald Trump wants to buy the old FBI building, turn it into a hotel, and yet they wanted a new FBI building. Some extra fat and stuff that's not even part of the pandemic of the government. Then let's see what happens then, okay? Then on top of all of this, whoops, there we go. Then on top of all of this, Nancy Pelosi says, I'm not dealing with 2 windbags. Steve Mnuchin, Secretary Treasury of the State, or Treasury Secretary, sorry, or Mark Meadows, Chief of White House, because in their opinion, they're wasting time unless they're going to give money for states that need it. Every state can go bankrupt fighting the virus. Unfortunately, that virus money that they had turned around, mind you, and it was taken for the states for unemployment. So unemployment under the Coronavirus Relief Fund, that's what it's called, the CRF, is being drained. So in 3 weeks, there is no more Coronavirus Relief Fund and no more extended food stamps for anyone because that fund is drained. Now here's something else. This second fund to pay for unemployment at $300 a week, actually it's $400 a week for 3 weeks, is the disaster relief fund that funds FEMA. That goes bye-bye. So he's drained 2 funds, propped up the economy for 3 weeks, hoping that the House and Senate will pass a budget, or at least a secondary stimulus. Now, Mitch McConnell basically got thumped by Pelosi, like I said, talking timeline here, trying to get the spreadsheet done, turned around and thumped him and said, unless you give us state aid and you give us this and give us that, we're not interested in another stimulus plan. And that includes no more $1,200 checks. So Mitch McConnell, here's where it gets interesting. And remember what I said earlier. I know Chloe's thinking about this. Hopefully she could, she has the answer.
This ice cream's good, but Lopez is better.
So, good to know. So, what happened? Well, let's just say in Mitch McConnell's skinny cow bill, he decided to take and put $105 billion, $105 billion for schools, $19 billion for finding a vaccine, and approximately $16 billion for coronavirus help for contact tracing and helping. So, what happens? Well, basically, and $300 a week till December 27th. Now, here's the question for all of you. And I think Chloe knows where I'm going with this. I hope she's smart enough to know this. What is missing out of all that stuff there?
What's missing about the disabled?
No. In Mitch McConnell's skinny cow bill, what is missing? What we're arguing about today, what is it?
It's about the postal service or the stimulus.
Yeah, the $1,200. Now think about this, people. If Mitch McConnell removed the $1,200 to try to get his skinny bill passed with Senate support from the Republicans that don't want to give in, that includes taking away state and local funding of about $1 trillion and about $900 billion for your check for stimulus. What's that tell you? Donald Trump was completely right when he said there is no more stimulus checks. It's dead. This is just going to hold it up again. And guess who's going to be unhappy again? Well, let's see. The teachers are going to be unhappy because the Republicans want everyone to go back to school. It's going to be unhappy with some of the people because there's not enough money for contact tracing because Donald Trump drained the FEMA fund and the Coronavirus Relief Fund. Then it's going to piss off the unemployed people because they were hoping for $600. They can't survive on $300 a week. So they're going to fucking go to the polls and vote Donald Trump out, the Republicans. But who else is going to vote out the fucking Republicans? The American people on the government benefits that's wanting their meager $1,200 fucking dollars. And because of it, they're going to go to the polls and they're going to vote out them because we have 73 days till election. You do the math. 73 days. People are now bitching that they want Congress and the Senate to give up their vacation, come back, and vote on a massive package to aid, A, the unemployed, who want $600 a week. 2, the people like the Roberts of the world who claim, again, I need $1,200. Really, you need it, but you're not telling me what you need it for, you see. And then if I ask you, you tell me it's none of my damn business. Therefore, to me, that tells you right there, you really, truly don't need the fucking money. You just want to go shopping. Am I missing something here, Chloe? Warehouses are empty because 30% of people paid their bills and tried to keep up during the pandemic with their $1,200. Everyone else, and I quote, spent their money, 70% of the stimulus.
Is there any vanilla around here somewhere?
No, not that I know of. Why?
Wow, so you probably use vanilla.
No, we got rid of the vanilla a long time ago because you said it was outdated. Remember, you didn't trust anything of my mother's, and vanilla never goes bad, so you threw it out. You can always buy some organic vanilla on Amazon. I guess I'll have to add that to the shopping list.
Well, I hope after November I could actually get going to fighting that border.
But anyways, this isn't about the order. This is, I guess I opened up this file wrong. Actually, no, I didn't. Did I? Nope. So, point is I'm almost done, by the way. Then that means tomorrow I'll start totaling them up because, on my paper book. Or I'll do it tonight offline when I'm after my nap because, frankly, I am literally drained of people asking for benefits, for demanding because of it, without giving an explanation of why you need stinking money. That's the thing. And so, to me, I want to know why you want stinking money. That's the thing. You all say, oh, well, it's none of your business. Well, thing is here's the question. Chloe never answered it. If the Democrats are stonewalling Mitch McConnell's bill, and Mitch McConnell's stonewalling the Democrats' bill, nothing's going to get done on stimulus. But Nancy Pelosi's not going to budge on the skinny cow bill. So, again, that leaves money to be duked out. And if they don't pass anything until September, then what makes you think they're going to pass a stimulus package in September when they got the budget to pass? You see where I'm going with this? So my question to you all, and think about it dearly. Chloe can think about it too while she eats ice cream. So here's the question. If Mitch McConnell basically needs the vote in the Senate to be under $1 trillion, then you ask this question, as Pee Wee would say, for yourselves. Then do you think, what would they put priority first? Unemployment, because of unemployment's rising, or you guys on government aid for your measly $1,200? They had to strip something out to get the bill passed, so you do the math. If Donald Trump says the stimulus checks are dead and Mitch McConnell did not put it in the bill, my question to you is, as you do the math, what's that tell you? Chloe?
Says that we're not getting any money.
Exactly. It says you guys are not getting any money. Plain and simple. But you guys don't realize that. Any comments so far? Thing is, I don't sugarcoat anything. Gotta find my phone for a second. I would like to see if there's any comments, private messages. Yep. Let me see what one of my moderators gave me. Hold on. Let me read what one of the moderators sent me so I can actually look at this real quick. They're watching, so see, the postal bill that was passed by the House under emergency pretense won't pass in the Senate, you know. Again, you can't, unless you know. Quarantine memes. This might be interesting to read. Quarantine memes or memes. Meme it. Yeah. Anyways, look, I think what one of my moderators was saying was, if they were going to spend the money on $1,200, it'd be on food and bills. Unfortunately, the problem is again, there is no $1,200. They got no $1,200, and yet the American people are suffering. There we go. So let me grab my green pen. I'm just going to write these down while talking to you. I guess I'll just get the entire project done today because that's all I got to do. Tomorrow will be 2 light spreadsheets, and then it is done. So faster I get these done, the better off. But I'm going to use the green one now. Everything else is in red. So basically, like I said to you all, the American people need to realize that this currently is dead. And it's not coming back. So what do you think, Chloe? What do you think of them not putting it in the skinny bill for their mangy meager $1,200?
Dead.
Let me put it to you this way. Chloe's not dumb. Chloe would say it's because the Republicans know that they don't want to pass it because that's just giving too many people more money to go spend foolishly. It's like Pee Wee said. The only good news is and I know where she was getting the good news was for Mark Meadows and Mnuchin going around and trying to get a stimulus bill passed, but it's dead. The Democrats are going to ask for more money, and the Republicans won't budge. So guess what? 40 million people go homeless. Oh, not to mention, there was something else I forgot to mention. Let me bring this up now before I have a brain fart, Chloe.
Yeah.
What is the other thing they forgot to put in the skinny bill?
I'm not sure. What is it?
Housing moratoriums and evictions.
Yep.
And housing assistance. They don't want to. You know why? They want 40 million freeloading Democrats to get kicked out of their home. And so that helps Donald Trump's campaign.
Yep. And if people do get kicked out homeless, they can't vote?
They can. They just use the same voting address they had, and they'd go straight to the poll, vote them out anyways, and hope like hell that Biden, quote unquote, we won't go into this campaign talk, we'll give them $2,000 a month as Kamala Harris promised, and $25,000. By the way, if you read the campaign promises, Kamala Harris has only promised African Americans for houses and any other goodies that you think. You want a loan for a trailer, travel trailer, a motorhome, African Americans again. Everything that basically a lot of American people out there are pissed. They're so fucking pissed that they're going to vote Donald Trump because they don't like how they're being singled out for the African Americans. You figure that one out, people, and get back to me on it. Because frankly, we know where this is going. So, I mean, literally, then they offered money, but you got to remember, every fucking president out there has made campaign promises and has never delivered them. Not to mention we might be going to war with China, which is not being talked about. Again, we need to look at the big picture. And that is something I wanted to share with all you loving people out there. That if you think I am negative, think again. Whoops. So, I believe she's almost done. And I can do another load. Which I got to send Chloe to Walmart because this is general chat. To go to Walmart once at least, maybe during the Christmas season for layaway, and to turn around and help with other issues. Like, for example, picking up stuff that we need for our dishwasher, the little dishwashing pellets.
Okay, I am listening to you.
She's got that shit-eating grin going. She would make, they should do a new Batman movie and have her as the Joker, a female Joker. I mean, she's got that smile like.
Well, it'd just be Harley Quinn.
Because Harley Quinn doesn't have that evil smile.
Yeah,
the Joker does. The Joker's like.
Harley Quinn does too. She has an evil smile. So,
just to let you guys know, jokingly, of course, if there was a movie about that, I wouldn't watch it if Chloe was Harley Quinn because, Harley Quinn would be banging the Joker, and that would be something that everyone would not be wanting to think about.
Okay. Well, say if you were Harley Quinn, it wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't be Harley Quinn. That's the thing. I'm not evil. You pull off evil.
Who would you try to be?
None. I'm not into those. Maybe a female Thor with that hammer. That would be badass.
Right.
Because I always like to drink anyways. You don't see Captain America getting drunk every night. See, I can have a sense of humor too.
Captain America is a military man too. He holds an oath to protect America. Iron Man.
I like Iron Man, but that's only because of his suits. Without his suits,
he's a lab professor who morphs when he gets angry.
Well, you should turn into a green blob too.
A Russian agent.
Well, Black Widow's awesome.
Yeah.
Which there's some more movies coming out soon that are the Marvel Universe, So last night, you guys need to know, Chloe fell asleep during Lincoln. I rented Lincoln, sat down, drank some wine, and thinking about wine, and I drank some wine, and the wine wasn't that great, by the way. It was not even. To me, I think there's only two types of wine that Commander Dave sells that's proper, and one is his Riesling. Everything else, I think, fucking sucks. Well, the Moscato and the Riesling. Most of his crappy ports are ports, but that one port I had, I've been wanting to order a case or two and have it home delivered because, we live in a community where they'll deliver you the wine. As long as they charge your card for it on the phone, they'll deliver you the wine, and then your wine's good, which I really do love because, it's really a great service to me. I don't have to leave. Yet, a lot of people have been really, really pissed off over a lot of different other things, saying I'm sensitive, and that pisses me off. Literally, I was telling that to moderator Pee Wee. Pisses me off that I give free information, and you guys think. Look, if you're gonna sit around and do a video, or come on my channel and be like, we're negative. We need this. We need this. No, what you need is to have it not sugar coated, Robert. You need people to tell you that there is no checks right now. But if you want to believe some ass clown that makes a video saying $1,200 bill passed, you just bought into a fucking trap for it. That's the thing. You guys all out there need to know that there is no $1,200 yet. And yet I got to put up with you guys, with it. And so for a useless, stupid Sunday, you guys are all basically angry. Look, Congress is going to do their business tomorrow with the Postal Service postmaster. Then they're going to go home again for the rest of their vacation. Mark Meadows, let me put it to you this way, okay? Let me put it to you this way. I'm going to tell you guys something, okay? Mark Meadows and Stephen Mnuchin are a bunch of jackasses because they got to go to Pelosi. Pelosi was busy. Pelosi wasn't going to give them anything unless she gets what she wants, okay? If they offer $1 trillion, she's going to throw it in the face and say, you're wasting my time. Get out of my office. That's what she's done. There was a meeting yesterday. Pelosi was in a meeting, and Mark Meadows left a note. You know what happened? Nothing. Pelosi just threw it out and said, fuck it. Whereas everyone else in the world is turning around and basically saying, well, we don't get $600. We're going to be homeless. Well, you decided to stop working because your state did whatever. And so your state doesn't owe you shit. What you owe yourself to is to get up. And let me tell you something. Chloe always makes fun of Chloe's dad, right? But there's something that Chloe's dad's got that Chloe would agree to, even though Chloe hates her dad. Sorry to say. And that is, what are we? I'm a woman, a hermaphroditic woman. Chloe's a woman. Pee Wee's a woman. But we're all Americans. And if Americans can get through the Great Depression, and the Americans can get through the Civil War, and the Americans can get through the Revolutionary War, that tells you, by God's own graces, we're Americans. You can go and put a mask on and go to work every day. And if you can't because you're worried about the virus, or giving it to your kids, or giving it to your grandparents, or giving it to your elderly parents, then wake up and smell what you're shoveling. Because frankly, you're Americans. We can get through this. You don't need to get a handout. But you don't want to work. That's the thing. You think the government owes you, and then these people that want their $600 a week turn around. And what happens? They turn around and they beg the United States Senate and Congress to cut out $1,200 for people on SSI and veterans and railroad survivors and disability insurance and retirement, because they're the struggling ones. They should have more money than us. So what happened? The Republicans turned around, decided, well, we'll give unemployment at $300. Now the people are saying that's too little. We need $600. Again, cut out fucking the benefits like what we're on for $1,200. We get monthly. Let us live monthly. They're struggling. They're the backbone of America. They deserve their money. What happened? Again, the American people turned around. And got screwed. American people got screwed. And then you guys turn around and say, but we need it, really. Why don't you go look up why the people on unemployment's demanding it being stripped? It's because they don't want you having fucking that. And so, what happened? Well, you know what happened. The American people got shit on. No stimulus checks. And then you guys turn around and say, but we need the stimulus check. We're struggling. They don't care. They literally don't fucking care. Plain and simple. What they care for is themselves. Plain and simple. It is themselves. Go figure. You say you're in a pandemic. Fine. We're in a pandemic. But does that entitle you for $1,200? No. They didn't promise you. They got to get the Senate to vote on it again. The Democrats are going to basically thump people back. Plain and simple. You know what I enjoy the most, Chloe, about this chat while I'm getting these totals done? I'll tell you what it is. Besides me being tired and I might need a quick nap, put a movie in, link in. I rented the message this morning, but I rented one of the great movies, a remake of Call of the Wild, where they don't show the guy, but the guy's dressed. They use CGI animation for the dog. I mean, literally. So what I love is one guy insults me, another guy basically retracts all his messages, as you know. Another one left to go fry up some fish. And I'm sitting here, mind you, I'm sitting here with no comments. It's been a good, blessed day for today. Hold on. This is what the moderator said. Give me a second. I'm still working on these spreadsheets. Food and bills. I was going on what you were asking people on the channel. Okay, I'd use the money for food and bills. I'm not that would go blow it foolishly like I've seen so many others do. Well, that's the thing. You see, my moderator is completely right. Food and bills. Fortunately, food and bills. In October, before the election, I'm going to be spending some money, Chloe. I'm going to be buying another bottle of Remy for election night. I already said I'm getting drunk. No ifs, ands, but I might buy 2 bottles, actually. Just to have it on hand. Yep. Hey, Boon Boon. How you doing? Well, hello there. Welcome. So basically, like I said, everyone, the American people need to realize that we aren't, people are hungry for that $1,200. And I think the moderator that texted me knows that the $1,200 would be used foolishly. I mean, literally. Now, I know Pee Wee said it's none of our business what people use the money for. It is if the fucking people are just hungry for it. I mean, look, you got that jackass who basically says I was sensitive, and now I'm Lost my marbles. No, I've lost my marbles because, frankly, every day I make these videos and every day nothing changes. I give you guys an update. They're more interested in the postal service than a stimulus check. I mean, literally, I keep telling you, hold on to your money. That's the, the advice I can give you. Hold on to your money. If you can't hold on to your money, then prepare. That's the thing, prepare. So, one of these days, I'm going to have Chloe find, it's probably in my room anyways, the box of green and red pens. I got plenty of red pens. I just need to find the box of green eventually. But it's not time right now because, well, my green pen still got plenty of ink. I just wanted a Christmas holiday colors, you know? A lot of you guys have depressed me anyways due to the fact that you keep calling me names and names. Sorry to say, I love you guys dearly. But I don't want to be called names. All because you guys need the money. And I wish you guys tell me who's on government benefits why you needed the money. I know people on SSI that make their money last, and yet they're not begging for a check. But you people on Social Security are like, oh, I'm on Social Security, I need that money. Really? You need it for what? Oh, you can't answer me because you don't want to tell people you're going shopping? Wow, isn't that amazing? Excuse me for a second. I'll take a break from this for a second. Now I'm taking my time on this spreadsheet load because once I'm done, I got to go do the same thing on the other one. And I'm basically kind of lazy, trying to take my time. So, I just don't want to do everything at once anymore. Let me tell you a couple of things. The reason I get depressed and I haven't been able to play my games for a while is because every one of you people keep demanding information on stimulus checks. There is nothing new. I've been wanting to take a long break off of YouTube and go straight to my gaming for a week or two. There's nothing to report, but because I have these spreadsheets I got to get done in a timely manner for Chloe, then I'm basically holding up and doing these videos at the same damn time. Fortunately, there's nothing to report. By the way, I don't have any energy drinks left. That's the other thing. My energy drinks are due in whenever and whenever. Should send Chloe out tomorrow if it gets bad to give me an energy drink because today, I can make coffee, but I just don't want to tap into the coffee right now, because it's the way it is. I just, so. That's the problem, I want to do something for myself, and yet I'm digging up all this information through Gail, who sends me info, and on Pee-wee, and then I got to get a video. Now, Pee-wee thinks it's a good idea, that Mark Meadows is trying to get another stimulus passed. I don't, because Mark Meadows is just wasting his damn time. Mitch McConnell didn't put it in the bill, and in that skinny bill. Two is the American people need to realize that we as a people are going to get shafted. Plain and simple. So, unless Pelosi gets what she wants and uses leverage, she's using the American people as leverage. And I guarantee that they're waiting for the people to go homeless before they act. And then they're going to use it against the Republican Party by saying, well, look at this. They made the skinny bill, but they didn't put any state aid or local aid in for local municipalities or funds for the homeless. And homeless are homeless, and now what are you going to do? I mean, there's 40 million people homeless. The question is, what's going to happen to them? You see, the government must have a plan. What the hell? Hold on. What's this for? Oh, I know what I missed. That's why. All right. That's the one I missed. Okay, I know what happened now. All right. I'm getting it fixed, by the way. That's why. So you see, they think that's leverage, but when states go, etc., they're going to use everything they can to get rid of the president. And to do so, they're going to basically let 40 million people go homeless. And then the housing market will crash. Then the stock market will take a tumble because 40 million people are homeless, which means 40 million apartments/houses are on the market, which means that's the starting of the crippling. And what's the government going to do then? Another emergency stimulus bill with 40 million people evicted? I mean, look, let's put it to you this way. I was reading an article the other day where a lady went to court for eviction and said, President Trump, here's his executive order. The judge read it and said, well, it doesn't give you any money. It says the Treasury Secretary would dig up money for this. But since the Treasury Secretary hasn't dug up any money, this executive order can't stand on two legs. President hasn't even talked about his executive orders. So his housing moratorium eviction thing down the toilet. Literally. Let's talk about the others. The payroll tax credit. Most people, half the payroll tax companies aren't even submitting it. They know it'll hurt their people in the end. So they're not even bothering with it. Plain and simple. And then the student loan things, oh yeah, it's only for federal student loans. That works really good. But people still got to pay it back. And they don't want people going bankrupt. And then, the Democrats are so worried about your guys' vote being shafted. There's early voting, there's absentee voting, and see, the president wants absentee voting so he can win, and then you're whatever. They could never deliver the absentee votes either. I mean, you got to look at it from 2 points of view. I mean, literally, I look at it from both points of view. I also look at it that I need to I mean, if you look at it from the big picture, people need to explain. I mean, if they were going to get $1,200, right, maybe they should do something like Chloe would think. Give a notice and you submit like bank accounts and everything and, whatever. Have a rule that says you're basically pissed poor and you need it. But if you manage your government benefits all right, then you don't get jack shit. I mean, literally, there's got to be a way for the government to tell who needs the money and who doesn't, so we can weed out these people that want to go fucking shopping for a new TV or their own Christmas presents. That is what I think. I'll take a short break here and empty the dishwasher real quick. The point is that's how I see it. Maybe you think I'm cold-hearted, but there's got to be a way to weed out who truly needs the money and who doesn't, Plain and simple. I'm getting tired of these freeloading bastards basically asking for a fucking dime. My moderator says, if you feel you need a break, you should do what makes you feel better. No New Info Inc. should be able to take off and have a few weeks of gaming and whatever other things you enjoy. Well, yeah, that's the thing. But you know what the other problem is? And I agree with you. And the point is there's no new info. That's the thing. I mean, I check every morning. And because I got spreadsheets to do, like I'm doing right now, I'm tackling this problem now. But, I mean, literally, no one in their right mind has even came, moderators or people that, well, one did. What's his name? Gwen Brad said, that I don't sugarcoat it, etc. That's fine. But no one else came and said, hey, Robert, pipe it. Instead, I've had to defend myself the whole time because I've done everything by the book. All right, everyone, I'm back. So who's with me? What's up? No new messages. I'm still trying to finish up that spreadsheet I'm working on, the totals, which means I open spreadsheets and I write it on paper, then I close it, and then when I'm done, I put it on a spreadsheet, which is tomorrow. But right now, I am doing what I need to because I'm taking my dumpy ass time, because I think when I'm done with this, I either want to take a nap, have a soda, or watch some movies. I rented The Longest Day. It was a black and white movie the other day. Chloe woke up, looked at it, said, "How old is this movie?" It was in 62, but they wanted to make it older because of the 62 there was color. Unfortunately, they didn't want to do color. They still wanted black and white because they wanted to tell a tale, and I thought it was a good one anyways. So they're in Europe, preparing D-Day. I also rented Ike. I think Chloe did watch Ike fully with me, and it was really a good movie. So I also watched The Emperor with Tommy Lee Jones. Great movie. So last night I needed some motivation, so I watched the what do you call it? The red, Where the Red Fern Grows, the original, and then I watched the remake with Dave Matthews. Which reminds me, no mop, but it's dinner time. Look, I'm trying to get these spreadsheets done. Do I gotta get off my ass right now to fucking feed you? You already got dry kibble. Use it up. Why are you looking at me funny? Well, speak, you mangy mutt. Well, said speak.
You eat land.
Is there anything else you want me to get?
That's it.
There. Eat your lamb. Shut up. So I got a couple things to share with you guys. You ate all that vanilla bean already?
Yeah.
So I assume the other two are mine?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, did you already eat? I thought you were getting 2 for you and 2 for me today.
I got one more. They didn't have the Lopez brand. I like the Lopez better than that.
Well, Lopez doesn't have the mint chocolate chip either. This one here's the Lopez for chocolate.
Yeah, that was for you though.
The mint chocolate chip's pretty damn badass. I ate that this morning, everyone. You know, let me moisturize my hands. Yeah, really good. So, I think while I finish up this spreadsheet, I'll have a dip. And I'm getting a minor headache, so I think I need to have a soda. Which this can here is good. And then I'm going to move one of these 12 packs up here so I have access to it easier. But as Chloe knows, my soda supply is running low too. So let me tell you what's going on in my life, okay? Because this is also general chat, as Pee Wee said. Let's drink this first. You got to have the moderator send me a link via email. Tell me where I can go to order cases of my 1893 before we're sold out. You know, would love to get a hold of a couple cases of Crystal Pepsi, but okay. This ain't about Crystal Pepsi. This is about something I want to talk to you about that's very serious, all right? Something that I don't talk about much, all right? And so I want to talk to you all about it. Chloe's listening. As you all know, me and Chloe's pre-ordered about 8+ lambs. I'm not going to give you the total number because, as you guys know, we all have to eat. Now, you guys can sit there and say, what about the beef? Well, let me just tell you, I know a farmer that sells beef boxes. 36 pounds of hamburger for about $250, which we might have to go that route soon, which means we're going to have to double up and spend some extra money, all right? Which means utilizing Walmart for our layaway for Christmas. Now, you could say, oh, well, that ain't bad. Well, it isn't bad. Chloe will be picking it up. That's not a problem. The problem is Chloe, as everyone knows, I don't go spend money foolishly. I ask Chloe specifically what we need to buy, you know. Now, as you all know, Walmart layaway opens 5 days for Christmas. Chloe's going on the 28th, which means I'm buying Chloe a round-trip ticket to Walmart. I'm staying here because she doesn't want me getting sick. Isn't that nice? That's why she does everything for me. Another reason I'm kind of cranky is I'm stuck indoors, all right? Now, Chloe wants to do photography. It's a hobby of hers. Fortunately, we haven't even sat down to even figure out how our cameras worked. Literally, my father-in-law said if Chloe doesn't want her camera, he'll gladly take it as a Christmas gift. Just package it up, send it to him.
I'm keeping my camera, okay?
Well, I'm just making conversation here. Don't get combative with me.
Oh, jeez.
We have a book that helps teach Chloe how to do the camera, which means I got to sit down and do it. But there's more. So, on top of that, being stuck indoors, for example, I've given Chloe ways to learn how to fly fish. You know, I've said, here's a book on small stream fishing. Here's a book on starting out to fly fish, just a basic beginner, guys. Here's a guide on fly fishing in general. You know, being a good person that I am. Everyone says, oh, you're a great person, Rita. Well, thank you. And so what happens? So So then the other problem making me cranky is, again, as everyone knows, is the tripe problem. Being confined in the doors, telling I can't leave my house until I give contact tracing info so they can go fucking beat down my cousin's door. Well, not going to happen. So I've opted to basically be under house arrest for their safety. But I blame the fucking Democrats for it. Literally, these fucking Democrats. Then, on top of all of that, the only one that can leave is Chloe. Well, to a point. Sheriff doesn't really want her going to Walmart, but fuck the sheriff. Chloe's getting me my layaway set up for Christmas, so the sheriff wants to do something. I'll kick his ass and ask him to fucking kiss my ass too while I kick it, because I'm not going to deal with a fucking son of a bitch that's telling Chloe that she's basically stuck here. We're not in a fucking dictator state of a governor who wants to contain this. The virus numbers are going down. If they keep going down between now and September, I think the virus is contained, but they keep fucking talking through their asshole that we're going to have another wave. All right. And so, what's that tell you? Gee, I might just have to do the second part of this project today, too. Once I get my motivation, because I've only got 2 entries left to put on this paper. So then, on top of it, and then on top of all my problems, as you know, I want to go triking around the island, but I got to get physically fit. Every evening, every morning, before I do my thing, I hop on the treadmill, I get it done. Fortunately, the only way I can lose weight is if I cut my meals down. And right now, another problem is I asked Chloe, it's not her fault. Well, people want to blame her for being lazy son of a bitch, so I'm just going to use that term. For not rotating food out. I got about 10 days worth of macaroni and cheese that went bad, so I got to eat all that up first before I even think of cooking lamb. On top of that, my lamb, okay, this is where the problem is with the lamb. People say, oh, well, it's not a problem. It is. I'll tell you why it's a problem, okay? This page has got to be filled in again. Problem with the lamb is my lamb's getting chubby. And the lady's afraid she might have to give us about $4,000 or more back on food due to the fact that the lamb's getting chubby. And if Chloe knows anything, say, for example, I sold Chloe a $7,000 Wagyu cow, right? But I couldn't get it to slaughter. It started porking out, right? Do you think as a farmer, if you were selling me the Wagyu beef, that it would be proper to sell me an overinflated cow? Hold on. Yeah, I call it overinflated. Do you think it'd be your right as a farmer to sell me that piece of meat anyways? That you do? No. And what's the reason for it?
Too much fat.
Exactly. So me and Chloe's 8+ lambs. She didn't send me pictures, but I had to Google anyways. A chubby lamb. A chubby lamb would be like having my husband transformed into a lamb. How Aaron had his like fat little cheeks and his fat belly. But picture Chloe as a lamb. Instead of Chloe being the lamb, the fur, instead of basic face like this, the fur is like out to here because it's nothing but fat. The entire fur of the face is fat. If you ever Google fat lambs, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Here's the thing. When you're showing a market animal at the county fair, the judges always want the market animals to be
Cam, are you fucking insane? Oh, be careful with this. Look, I live in a fucking apartment. Doesn't anyone fucking listen to me? Or is it no one listens to me? Secondly, the Ring door cameras thing is not a worthwhile investment. It's useless. I've had people say that the Ring could be tapped into by hackers to know when you're home and not home, and they'll still rob you. Me, I don't leave my house, so technically I'm protected. Again, let me just give you a refresher if you don't remember. Every one of my windows, from that window to the 2 windows in the bedroom, including my door, it's got cameras like this. That's live right now at the door. All I got to do is look into my camera. I got it linked to my Google and my home devices. So I got it set up. This little doodad here, I can say, show me the door, and it'll show me the door. I got a link to this. I got this as a backup for my camera. I can say, show me the door, and it'll show me the door. I don't care about that. I didn't want that. But you see my point. My point is this Google and this Google and this Amazon, the Echo device has been very good to me. I also got it set on my phone. So any way you look at it, literally, if I was out and about in Portland, I could set the program up for Chloe to check the door when she's out. We got it so our packages wouldn't be stolen. Not that some did. We lost about 36 bags of potato chips one day and about $100 in bullion cubes, which Chloe's still trying to kick the crap out of for whoever stole it. Porch my ass. Everything goes to that door. Look, you can have all the cameras in the world, but are you prepared for the other outbreak of problems? I mean, look. Let me put it to you this way, Cam. You are vulnerable when it comes to being where you live. I got cameras set up on my desktop, my laptop, my phones, my doodads, everything. I got cameras everywhere. The only place I can't keep the camera, Chloe won't let me, to know when she's done with the shower. Jokingly, of course. I'd put one in the bathroom, but I have it angled at the windows. I have it angled to know what's going on. So if someone tries to get into my house. But the problem with the camera system is they can be hacked. Everyone's proved every camera connected to an Android, Apple, or Google system, it can be hacked. So you got to be careful. 2, you're missing the point on the main problem that's going to happen. The main problem. Now, if you have one, good for you. If you don't, well, don't sweat it. It's life. But let me basically cut the bullshit here. Cut the lard. You're vulnerable if they decide to cut your power. And criminals are getting smart enough now because they're worried about the fucking what you have, whether it be 100 pounds of pudding or 200,000 pounds of macaroni and cheese. They don't care. They'll cut the power to get to your place. 3rd, if you have a portable generator, for example, they might just go boost that too to make a profit for their money. Me and Chloe's got an emergency generator we got on hand. We have 3 actually now. And yet, manager said just be careful with some son of a bitch stealing it. But living in an apartment, there's another problem with the generator besides the noise complaint, which we got the lowest decibel noise possible, is the fact that even if someone tries to boost your generators, you can't actually house on the property fuel canisters for your generator. So you can't even keep it in the little storage shed right outside your door. Go upstairs. There's a little storage thing. Can't do that. Why? Because they don't want you carrying fuel canisters. So again, you know the power. And the other thing is what if another hypothetical, because I've looked into every aspect of power consumption, that the government basically doesn't tell you, Cam, that an EMP happens and wipes out the fucking power grid in the country. Your cameras are useless. My cameras are useless. Doesn't anyone realize every electronic is useless? So protecting your mom is one thing, but you got to look at the pros and cons. Look, if you guys are throwing money out there for cameras, I got cameras because I got neighbors that steal. You want to protect your mom's fine, but the thing is when the fucking money runs out, where are you going to be spending your money, huh? You're going to go ask the government for money too? Oh, I need more money because I bought cameras to protect my mom. They're going to be like, fuck you. I mean, the government's already telling us fuck off on the next stimulus check. I got a guy that says I'm not sensitive. Thing is, you got to look at the big picture here, Cam. I mean, literally. I got cameras because I was paranoid. That's the plain and simple. The government can tap into your cameras anytime to see. They can tap into your network. They can tap into your network, and they can tap into your. Well, let me put it this way. Let's just say the federal government. You made a threat against the commander in chief, or let's just say Chloe did. Like sometimes she does, and all of a sudden they're like, "Well, we want to go and talk to Chloe, but we want to make sure she'll cooperate." So they could go in, hack into the internet, and say, "Oh, they have internet at this address. They're paying for it." Okay, hack into my internet, see how many people are on it, look up the devices, and be like, "Oh, this son of a bitch has cameras everywhere." They could turn in and deactivate your fucking cameras. The government can turn on your microphone on your camera. They could do whatever they want because the government has the access codes to spy on you. So, for example, if you're sitting there talking about aliens coming down and blah, 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 they might just be like, "Oh, we got an insane crackpot here. We'll go pick him up, put him in a mental hospital for 20 years. I mean, they could do that by just listening into your devices. The thing is I mean, literally. And then, they can also go and find out why you need the cameras. Oh, well, you live in a safe neighborhood. Why do you need it? They'll make you look like you're the criminal. Plain and simple. And that, my friend, is why we got to take a stance. Pretty much. Literally. I put cameras in because I'm not having my fucking packages stolen, which I've already lost 2 packages, and I'm still fucking arguing with these hobo son of bitches about it. And Amazon ain't fixing it. You see? So, what's that tell you? There's too many people out there complaining, living in fear. The camera won't save you completely, Cam. I'll tell you why. Cameras is just a tool. One of the tools you need is a gun. But since you told us your story, you can't get a gun. I mean, literally, someone breaks into your house to steal 100 pounds of your pudding, and they have a gun. You don't stand a chance against them because they want your food. That's the thing. It might be a camera, or it might not be. It's like my family says, if you have to invest in stuff that can defend yourself. Camera is only a tool, and they know how to disable them. Hackers know how to disable them. The federal government know how to enable them, use them against you. I mean, it's a world we live in. I got cameras only because I didn't want my packages stolen. Where the fuck is that? I'm getting to a point where I'm burning myself out, But I don't want talking to you all. It's just, you got to look at the picture and everything. Got to make sure you're prepared fully. That's what I am. The crossbow can be taken by the government. Basically, they don't want anyone to have mentally ill to have anything that shoots projectiles. They're trying to pass a bill right now that basically takes the crossbows out of the hands of the crossbow owners and deem it that you have to have special permits for it to even own them due to the fact that they shoot projectiles, just like bows and arrows. The Democrats want to control the entire fucking world by basically taking away the weapons that people need. Your mom might get her settlement in 2 to 3 years, but she might not get a settlement. It just depends on the fucking country, Cam. I mean, look, we're in a pandemic. Do you think anyone's going to be fucking giving a settlement during a pandemic? I can't even get Chloe a settlement for the grocery store because of the pandemic. Everyone sits and lives in this fantasy world that settlements and everything's going to be happy. The fucking country's going to take a fucking no shit right before the election or after the election, and we're not going to have any courts open. We're going to have lawlessness. No one's going to get fucking money. Thing is I've been fighting a lawsuit for 4 years as of tomorrow when my husband died. Not a day doesn't go by that I don't think of him, but I don't think you would want me to basically suffer in a pandemic. I've done everything I can. And yet, like I said, crossbow doesn't matter when someone fucking's got a fucking gun with 15 or 30 round clips in it or an AR-15 and they just mow you down for your food while you're sitting there with one crossbow. The bolt might go through the person. The person might be wearing Kevlar. But if they are, a lot of these preppers are already planning to go loot the disabled and the people that don't deserve to eat like us, and they'll just sit there. You're dead on the ground. They got your food because you're armed with a crossbow. I mean, literally, even if you aim for the head and you kill them, there might be someone backed up behind them to just drop you anyways. We're going to be in lawlessness, and I do not support violence. There's too many people out there panicked about what may or may not happen. I'm not a forecaster. I'm not a forecaster. I'm not a prophet. I'm not a seer. Pee Wee would have said the same thing I'm going to say to you, because we think alike. You want to buy cameras, you buy the camera for, make sure your packages don't get delayed. And yet, no one steals them. 2 is you only put cameras in certain areas of your property. But mostly, as Pee Wee would say, it would be a waste of money because you're funneling money into stuff that you don't need. It'd be like me telling you to go spend $10,000 in video games just because you have the money. It doesn't mean you should be spending it foolishly. I mean, I guarantee that when the fucking economy takes a shit, Cam, Chloe's even brought this up today, that there might not even be an internet or a power grid because no one can afford it. When the Wall Street stocks take a shit and go down the shitter and the depression starts, no one's going to be able to afford any of that. We all have to take and prepare for the worst. I mean, has anyone ever thought about that? My family has. They bought themselves a little trailer. They're smart. I've done what I can from my end. I mean, if that gets worse, you need to plan a bug out method. Tote your mother and your grandmother on a camping expedition to somewhere safe because it's going to get worse. I know this already. People won't be able to afford their internet. People aren't going to afford their electricity. People aren't going to afford their water. Cities and towns won't be able to hire the employees and maintain these agencies, the power grid, the water grid, the sewer grid, the garbage grid. Things are going to take a shit. By the way, let me ask you a question too, everyone. Since we're on the topic of pandemics, Chloe brought this to me too. I'm going to be talking to my father-in-law about it tomorrow. But what if you go out and you buy silver and gold? You think you're going to go trade silver and gold for a pack of batteries? No, what you do is you basically start bartering. Stockpile what you need now, extra batteries, extra blankets, etc. And work now with it because you can help by doing it that way. I mean, literally. American people need to realize that we as a people.
You want to stockpile batteries soon?
Well, yeah, I will. And blankets and stuff that you can trade and barter with. That's the thing. Bartering is going to be the future because power is going to be out.
How are people going to keep themselves clean or they'll just go stinking?
Well, that's where you carry extra soap. So you can trade soap, shampoo for other things. I mean, that's the main thing.
You won't be able to take a hot shower.
So they'll take fucking cold showers. So water. Would you fucking stink or would you take a cold shower? I'd take a cold shower myself. I've taken showers and baths in rivers.
Some people out there who have like a yard and all that will take the cold water, put it in a metal bucket, and build a campfire and heat the bucket over. For
Well, they could do that too, but the question is, again, is you got to ask, in a pandemic situation, are you going to fucking heat fucking water up for 2-3 hours?
Well, some people already have that fire going anyways for cooking too.
Well, yes, but that's not what I'm trying to say.
Well,
now,
actually, it supports the point.
Well, yes, if you're using fucking wood. If you're using Coleman fuel or gasoline for your little camp stove, you don't waste it on fucking heating up water.
I was talking about using firewood that
Well,
you just go chop down on our tree.
Yeah, most firewood's so green that you'd have to wait 6 months before it's seasoned to use it.
Yeah, so you do it ahead of time and you keep chopping every day.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Chloe's right about that. I'll give her that. But I'm going to argue with her that most Americans out there are too fucking stupid to even think about that currently. They're more worried about their fucking internet and their fucking phone service than they are fucking chopping firewood.
What if the whole world went out of power?
We'd have to start from scratch, and I'd be gladly doing it myself.
You think we'd be back in the Middle Ages?
Could be.
And all these modern city buildings would be abandoned?
Probably. Just give me my teepee and I'm happy as hell. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone needs to realize that I'm doing everything I can to help, but people got to listen. I mean, this pandemic, no one knows what's going to happen. That's the thing. Biden gets in, shit can hit the fan. Trump gets reelected, shit can hit the fan. What's going to happen? No one knows. We just got to prepare for the worst. And if we do prepare for the worst, and we find out nothing happens, we're all going to be feeling like complete assholes when we wasted so much money that could have been spent for other things. Instead, we upgraded, bought generators and freezers.
I see a lot of people trying to sell their stuff on eBay or Amazon to get their money back. There you go. Chloe just answered that one. You'll be seeing a lot of sellers on Amazon selling all the stuff that they turn out not to have needed, and they'll be pretty much, you'll see a lot of that stuff
going cheap. Then you can cash in on it cheap if you have the money for it.
Like cheap generators. Or 3-pack.
Well, the thing is here's the thing. They're trying to take away the crossbows, the black powdered, the knives, everything. The Democrats want to take away everything that can defend yourself, Cam. And so technically, permit, they will go into your mental records. That's what they'll do. They'll be like, oh, this person's a crackpot. Sorry, we're taking your crossbow. They're going to hand it over to us or we're dropping you. And they're going to basically deem that you're unfit for a crossbow and you're unfit for a bow. You're unfit for a knife. You're unfit for everything. And that's something that they will do. Now, an RV, you keep talking about, oh, we're going to finance an RV. RVs are sold out. Okay, my cousin and cousin-in-law, they found a deal on one, but it was pretty much practically the RV dealerships in Oregon are about 90% empty because everyone's sucking it up because, and a lot of them are financing these trailers, thinking that once they move the trailer to somewhere where the trailer can't be found, some of these people don't have to pay the fucking bills. So eventually, if they get caught, the trailer would be repossessed. But by that point, it'd be so used, abused, and beat up that, what would happen? Nothing, just repossession. And then the trailer would probably, be so outdated and falling apart by then off the grid that they would just leave it there, and the insurance company or the finance company would have to deem it a loss because of it. There's people who are planning to do that, and that's sick. That they're going to basically move it to an undisclosed location so they can't get it repoed, use it till the cows come home, and till eventually investigators of the repo companies have to track them down, which could take, they could, eventually, and if there's no cell phone service and etc., they will basically be living in the middle of nowhere. However, people find a trailer in the middle of nowhere that someone's living on, they'll probably be armed, and things like, you got to ask yourself, this is a pandemic. I mean, literally. I would have invested in camera if I known that most of my packages weren't going to be stolen. I would have invested not in cameras but more groceries. And that brings me to the other problem of the pandemic. The other problem of the pandemic is that I'm worried about my lamb. All right. I'm stretching my meats out right now because we're having a hell of a time. Meats are getting harder and harder. Farmers are selling their meats as fast as possible. The slaughterhouse is full because it's getting to the point where fall's coming and people are worried so much that there's going to be another lockdown that everyone's fucking rushing to get fucking meats. Whereas you and I, we're fucking stuck waiting for the next boat to come in, as they say. In the meantime, everyone's wasting money foolishly. That's the thing. I had a crossbow too, but mine's for hunting purposes, not for defense. My black powder pistol is for defense. Fortunately, I did it that way because guns are getting harder to get a hold of. Ammo is getting harder to get a hold of. Literally, I went to look up some guns the other day and have it shipped to my nearest dealer. Guy couldn't do it. Sold out. Contacting the manufacturer. They're backlogged for about 2 years. Everyone's worried about the freaking country going down the crapper. So they're preparing. I mean, literally, people, and the Democrats are going to do everything they can. If you have a crossbow, they'll give you $50 for a Walmart gift card to turn it in. Or if you don't, after a certain time, they'll just go and raid your house and take it anyways because they don't want you having it. Country is basically going to do it, you know. Thing is, we got to prepare for the worst. Hi, baby. Hi. See, I do dearly do love my bunny. Anyone hurts him, to deal with me. We are looking at a global problem. Problem of massive proportions. And that's the real fucking problem. And no one wants to listen to me. I mean, look at that bastard today who says everyone needs $1,200. I don't that, you know, we need this. You don't need jack diddly shit. If you fucking wasted your fucking money and you want to come on my channel and accuse me of fucking being unsympathetic and a bastard because I see right through the fucking shit and you want fucking money. Oh, we need it. No, you don't. You don't need jack diddly shit. Even Chloe said something about it. I mean, literally. Look, a camper on wheels would be nice, but the problem is it's the maintenance. Most RVs, if you get a towable, they're good, except you got to replace the axles from time to time, clean the bottom up. The other thing is the furnace can go, the refrigerator can go, the stove can go. You can have a toilet leak problem, your tanks can fail. There's so many variables of owning a travel trailer. You got to think about it. 2, an RV, a motorhome, same thing. Buy a used motorhome, you might get it. You might buy it from a private dealer. It says in mint conditions. Find out the shit tanks don't work, or the shower's broken, or the engine's almost shot. The thing is, all these things cost a lot of money to maintain, Cam, and a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm gonna get one of those in case I have to bug out." Really? Too many people bought used and new RVs lately, and they're hard to get a hold of. I was asking my family for some advice on RVs, but they didn't want to hear me. They're more interested in their own life. Literally, I think it's also the fact that, you know, they know I'm getting tired of people messaging me, pestering about the money, you know? I mean, literally, and they're worried about Trump getting not getting elected, you know, again. And so everyone's fucking worried about it. I personally don't give a shit. The taxpayers are fucking pissing me off by fucking seeing these son of a bitches pester for money, you know, and that's the problem. Problem is I am busy dealing with everyone asking for a fucking stimulus check, literally. And every time I try to talk about problems, I just gave up when it came to my family. I figure my family lives in their own fucking world. They don't want to hear about my problem. They sometimes they say deal with Chloe, live with it, deal with it, or other issues. Like right now, I'm worried about my lamb getting more fatter and fatter, and yet the farmer's worried that she can't get him to slaughter in time, so she's going to lose a lot of lamb because they can become giant fat, and fat isn't good. I mean, you can peel off the lamb fat and make soap out of it, but still, there'd be less meat, more fat. Do you think that's edible for a farmer? It'd be like fattening a cow up, she said. And next thing you know, you sell the $10,000 Wagyu cow to fucking someone else, and someone else has about 80% fat for their cow. It's not healthy to eat a fucking cow that fucking fat. Literally. So, my point being is the American people need to realize that, we all have our own problems. And to me, I worry about my family, but I'm not going to go and sit around, and message them if, yeah, my cousins from Everett went down to visit. Good for them. Hope they have a great time. I'm not bothering them. I mean, I'm worried about Christmas. I'm worried about Chloe's fucking birthday. I'm worried about my fucking lamb. I'm also worried about restocking supplies before it's too late. And I can't get permission from Chloe. And on top of that, I'm trying to buy something for myself for my birthday that I can't get, pretty much. And that's because, I got people saying, wait before you buy it. Wait, you got presents coming in the mail. And then I got other people saying, wait, I sent you something. And I got other people saying, I sent you something. And that's stressing me out too, going and having informed mail delivery where there's nothing in the fucking mailbox. Nothing. Zippity. Zappity zilch. You know. So my family sent me a picture. My family sent me a picture of me in my dress while we were having beers at the brewery. And she says, I miss you. I miss them too. But, like I said, great. So one of my mods said link, so I got to go give him the link for my my video. Because he's apparently I don't know if he's subscribed or YouTube basically screwed up. I just don't know. All right, so let's give him the link. There you go. I mean, you guys know I'm trying to rotate food around. I'm trying to eat up what's gone bad so we don't lose any money. And two is we're struggling. And I'm not struggling so much. I'm just making sure everything gets down to a fine point. Fortunately, my problem is too many people out there, again, is making my head hurt when they demand money. Plain and simple. That's all it is. It's about money. Well, they need this and they need that. Let me give you a bit of advice, Cam. The Republican Party was going to give stimulus checks to people. I know Joe doesn't want stimulus check. Joe's coming in, by the way. And they found out that you went ahead in a pandemic and bought cameras to help your mom out. and bought everything else. They label you as not getting a check because you just wasted money. And they think you wouldn't benefit $1,200 because you'd waste it. No offense. Thing is the Republican Party think that 70% of people wasted their checks that was supposed to take care of food and supplies during the pandemic. And then when everyone fucking cries, including the fucking people on SS, like that fucking Robert guy that they needed, and then they threatened to vote the Republicans out because they didn't get their money, well, the Democrats know what they're doing because, frankly, the Democrats know that unless you're going to spend all your money on bills or groceries, they don't want you having it. I mean, literally, the economy, the stock market's coming back. And that's just a fake lull. When the stock market does fail, which it will, and the homeless market fails, which it will, because the homeless people, you're going to see a lot of serious shit. And then what's going to happen? Looting, rioting, and murders. Blacks against whites. Hispanics against blacks. Hispanics against whites. Better have a plan to bail out of that where you live if it's bad enough. Because it will get bad enough. You also better have extra money on hand. Or at least items to barter with. Otherwise, no barter, you won't be getting anything. And plain and simple, you know. I just don't like. I'm getting to the point in my life that I'm about to stop doing YouTube vids, Cam, because no one listens to me. That's the thing. They all fucking want that money. Even Joe doesn't even know that. Moderator, my two mods that text me, they know it. One says don't run. The other one says take a break. I mean, there's nothing new to report. I mean, literally. I've never, ever felt so angry in my life when it comes to people demanding money because we don't understand their situation and I'm cold-hearted. No, they're just greedy son of a bitches. That's what it is. You know, I'm halfway done with this one. Then I will be done for the day. Then I'll just total these up tomorrow on another video. I'll be here for a while anyways. I'm still not done venting. I mean, literally, I got fucking so much on my plate. My meds aren't here. Fucking birthday presents aren't here. Other things aren't here. Postal service is fucking delayed. And I'm standing around waiting for everything. I mean, one of my moderators sent me some wedding photos. And I wanted to say, you know, from my heart, don't. It's not that I wouldn't enjoy their wedding photos. I don't mind it. I just think that his wife is really beautiful and he's lucky, and you know, I would like someone as kind-hearted and beautiful as her. And so maybe it's kind of jealousy, but the other reason I wanted to say no is because the postal service ain't fucking delivering. Their package might be stuck on 6 months on the fucking floor of the fucking warehouse because of it, and then it might just get lost. I mean, literally, they paid actually full price for postage. And that's what upsets me, you know. I got free Prime shipping, and they're using fucking Google. Sorry, not Google. They're using a UPS SurePost, And I hate fucking SurePost because once they get it to the post office, my food could be delayed another week or two, or not at all. And then let's just say the Postal Service is too fucking selfish and they decide, oh, this is food. I'm just going to make it go missing. Then I got to go to Amazon, and then Amazon's going to have to open up an investigation. And when Amazon finds out the Postal Service is doing this to them and my food's gone missing and it came from my food stamps, they have to automatically reinvest it by giving it to again. And this time, they might have to send it UPS Express, which means more money. And then they have to write it off that the shipping company stole my food. Again, it's just a bunch of ball washing malarkey. And I'm getting tired of this. Bouillon cubes went missing. Potato chips went missing. Thing is, we got more to worry about than fucking, that. I mean, the reason I ordered groceries on Amazon is because I can't go out. 2 is, Amazon was pretty speedy. Now Amazon's slow as a molasses. Again, you do the math. Well, later, Cam. Yesterday it was laundry, today is laundry. Better check my messages. Oh, sorry, I was just messaging one of my mods. We were just conversing about greedy son of a bitch panty wastes. I'll tell you why I said that. It's because I told him that I'm royally pissed. People won't give me a fucking break. It's all about, I need more stimulus check. What are you buying with it because you need it so much? Can't you fucking live within your fucking means? I'd love to get my fucking moderator's opinion on it that I was talking to. Because he's basically awesome. You know who you are. You're awesome. I mean, literally. These fucking panty wastes, all they want to do is fucking bitch that their life is so bad because they don't have $1,200. You know what? You want to bankrupt the fucking country for your mangy $1,200. That's the fucking problem. You don't see me fucking bitching about it. I got enough other problems. Even Joe doesn't know about the fucking lamb problem. 8+ lambs getting fat and they can't take them to slaughter, so I might lose 8 lambs. Now I feel like I'm the fucking farmer. Oh, but that's okay. $1,200 is more important than my fucking meals. I can go hungry as far as they're concerned. Then I got to deal with Chloe not rotating food outside to go do rotation recently. I got a few things I got to eat up. Again, their answer is, oh, well, that's not that important. My food's so important. I need my $1,200. Trying to give you guys advice to rotate food supplies out is not important. More so than you guys getting $1,200 fucking dollars. My lamb, which I could lose about $4,000 or more in lamb, it doesn't matter about the lamb as long as you fucking get your $1,200. You see? Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? That's what I'm questioning. Getting close to the end, Josh, on the start sheet. I mean, literally, am I missing something? Yes, I am. People need to realize that my video is telling you there is no more fucking money. And yet people think I am fucking negative. Plain and simple. I mean, when I get this spreadsheet done, if the comments petered out, I'm going to log off and then I'm not coming back. I might just take a fucking month off on YouTube because you guys, all you want is $1,200. I come here, I do my spreadsheets, I give you an update, I dig up all the fucking information and the facts, and you guys don't want to hear it. All you want to bitch about is your mangy $1,200. Let me see about this. What the hell's going on in Pennsylvania? So the U.S. District Court shut down Pennsylvania. So Donald Trump's lawsuit was shut down. Well, I guess that might be good, but there's no money for a hurricane. It's hitting Louisiana. That's something interesting. It's all about the voting polls right now. Voting polls of 2020 over your fucking stimulus checks. Well, I'm almost done. So, because the comments petered out, I might just basically call it a day after I get this done. Because frankly, I am tired and wore out of giving my opinions when I'm being called cold-hearted and selfish. Well, maybe I should take a nap. Maybe I should call Joe. Literally, do I look like a cold-hearted person? No. What I am is a reasonable person that goes through all the news feeds. I just went through several news feeds just a minute ago to see what was going on in the world that I could actually give you guys some advice on. If there is a stimulus thing, there's nothing. And then you guys tell me I am the problem. Me. A woman who comes here and gives my time freely to you guys. I'm the problem. No, the problem is you greedy son of a bitch that want fucking money and ain't getting it. The Republicans know what they're doing. The Democrats know what they're doing. All in all, they're going to screw one of you over. So, might as well expect your money to be screwed over. What the fuck is that smell? Excuse me for a second. I got 3 entries to do. Chloe's not cooking it. No. It's coming from the window? Bothering my nose. Yeah, it's coming from the fucking window. There we go. So something or other is happening, and I am dealing with it. Hold on. Anyways, sorry about that. So I had to talk to her for a second about smoke. There was smoke coming into the. Did I actually finish that one? Yeah, I did. So I got 3 more to go. Anyways, where was I? So yeah, I mean, the problem is there's too many selfish people in this fucking world. Fuck. This one's fucked up big time. I'll have to recalibrate that one. Oh well. A long shoot. That'll be good for this time around. We make mistakes. I admit that. At least I admit I'm human. So, anyways, let's see. So, with my last entry, I don't have to do much till tomorrow when it comes to adding this to the spreadsheets, because this just took a lot out of me. And I'm trying to keep my mind focused on talking to you guys about the freaking pandemic and wasting money. Literally. That's the thing. I didn't mean I didn't mean to upset, I should say, Cam. It wasn't my intention, but I don't like sitting here listening to people talk about how they're investing in cameras when we're in a pandemic. Whatever happened to common sense, And what? Because I bought cameras for packets being raided, I'm paranoid myself? Or is it something else? Love smelling pretty, by the way. My perfume is the best, even though it costs $11 a bottle. I get it at 40% off, so I just love smelling so pretty. Pretty, so very, very pretty, as my husband would say. Hey, Mark. What's up? I'm glad you messaged me. I was about to freaking log off. I might just get those other 2 spreadsheets here if you join the party, But I might do a dip too and do it tomorrow. But I'm still going to be here. I just finished up some paperwork I was doing to finish up the project so I can actually print them out, But anyways, glad you're here, Mark. So, guy earlier, I got to read you this comment. Guy earlier basically left a comment, Mark. Get your opinion on it. One guy retracted his statements. He says, I've honestly got to tell you, when I first started talking, you really sound like you're very together, very sensible kind of person. But I assure you, you're actually very negative. We need this. Really? So he's basically saying he needs $1,200, Mark. So I basically turned around and said, look, you're on Social Security. Tell me what you need $1,200 for, and I'll tell you if you need it. You call me, am I being negative? When there is no fucking new info, and no one's giving any fucking info. And then, Mark, I got moderator Cam that came in. He's doing laundry again. He was doing laundry yesterday. He said he's buying cameras to install in his house to protect his mother. Now, let me ask you this, Cam. Sorry, Cam. Mark. Sorry, Mark. Mark. Let me ask you a question. Let me open up that one spreadsheet, actually. Let's see. Can I actually open them early? Let's see. I think it's called totals. Yes, it is. It's right here. Totals. There we go. So I'll close this up real quick because I know exactly what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to go to this one. Again, I can do it. And I'll have 2 of them opened. Ha. There we go. Ha. All right. So here's the deal. Let me ask you a question, Mark. Would you waste money on cameras for your safety currently? Or would you not waste money on cameras and, etc.? I mean, literally, it just doesn't make fucking sense, okay? I have cameras because, I don't want my packages stolen. I've had like 3 packages stolen already. And yet, postal service. And yet, what would you do? Would you put cameras in? I know Cam said it's to protect his mother, but still. I would carry a big stick, tread lightly. We'll be right back. Look like trying to move boxes from the recycling bin. Well, you do know Amazon said September 4th when the grocery. What really sucks about that? My food can't start parking pre-roll. Then my food delivered on. I think I'll get you about that. Oh, hello, little guy. You're supposed to be the mom. You're on your mama. Come on. You're supposed to sleep on the chair. Right here. Be a good little doggo and sleep on the chair. Okay, sleep on the chair, doggo. I got a bitch about Amazon for a second. Good little doggo. Alright, so I hope you guys are ready because I'm ready to bitch about Amazon for a minute. Good doggo. So Amazon, I placed an order on Amazon on the 13th of August. They're now saying my order will be delivered September 4th, okay? My food stamps, because I get extended, gets updated on the 4th of the month. They're telling me that I get a delivery on September 4th when I got reloaded. Again, they're really pissing me off because people be going hungry because of it and that these people don't care. They're claiming that, well, their warehouse has been stripped. Everyone's got to wait for food. You don't charge people's food cards right then and there for groceries if you got to wait 3 fucking weeks. Plain and simple. Let's get this done. Well, yeah, I agree, Mark. Buy important things like food and clothes. Yeah, I wouldn't buy clothes much. I buy underwear and socks. And as you know, my depression the other day was talking about other crap, you know. All right, so I check it off as we go. So I know exactly where we're at. And then it's done. Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyways, like I said, doesn't anyone fucking realize that, you know, whoops. Just getting ahead of myself here. So, and I could say from time to time if I get tired of doing this, I could look at the screen, you know, but still, just trying to work on my own pace, you know. I'll take a short break and do some tobacco and talk to you guys so I don't overwork my brain because, as you know, I can take this in sections and I can save it and continue on when I'm feeling good. This won't take too long. So yeah, I mean, literally, I agree, Mark. You got to basically take care of yourself, but at the same time, what's the problem? The problem is the American people are greedy. I mean, literally, you know. Well, yeah, that's the thing. But to Cam, he said his mother's important, which mothers are important. Unfortunately for me, if I had that kind of money, I would be investing in a bug out place. Literally, literally a bug out place. Unfortunately, there's too many people right now, and living in a fantasy world to a point, and a lot of them, the $1,200 groupies that want the $1,200, they're living in a fairy tale land, Do you live in a fairy tale land? I'm Nate. We're a very important date. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? So you're the Mad Hatter, Bunny? See, I get to have a little sense of humor from time to time, don't I, people? So let's do some dip and let's talk. So Amazon, again, my bitch about Amazon is they're fucking slow as shit. Literally, you charge food stamps, then you make me wait 3 weeks. I mean, I'm glad I got emergency food lying around. Otherwise, emergencies are my supplies to restock. But the other problem is Mark's right. Mark's up there in age. He's in his 50s. He told me this. I'm in my 40s. I look like I'm like 60 because of my age and stuff. But you know what? I'm an older woman, okay? So it doesn't matter. Middle-aged woman. So here's the problem with being a middle-aged woman. I got to worry about birthdays, Chloe's coming up, Christmas, Chloe's, and mine, and Moppy's, and the bunnies. Can't delay the bun. Bun needs his Christmas too. Don't you, little gooner? Moppy says your Christmas dinner, but he's wrong. We get Moppy for Christmas dinner? No, he's my son. You both are my children. So basically, here's the deal. American people are demanding it, right? I've already forecasted, which I think Mark here is kind of shocked that I said Kamala Harris was on the ticket. And, we've had others say, oh, it's Susan Rice. So what's that mean to me? Well, to me, everything happens for a reason. And Mark's right. You got to invest in what you need to invest in, I mean, let me tell you, I'm worried about Christmas and birthdays and everything else. Fortunately, I'm also worried about future. The future is what worries me the most. That is what saddens me the most, you know. So, you know how it is. I'm getting there. This part is easy. It's just data entry. So, but anyways, you know, the boring part about this whole thing is that no one literally wants to listen to me. You know, I've told you guys stockpile, prepare, pay rent, buy food, get prepared. Instead, it doesn't happen. You know, so that's one thing I want to share with you all. You know, I'm very upset about Amazon. All right, now let me continue with what's going on the general chat side of things. I'm also worried about the future. The future is supplies. Now, I've been meaning to place an order, but Amazon is so fucking backlogged the Amazon is so backlogged that I'm afraid to go through them. And Walmart, their warehouse is completely empty. You know, I'm afraid of that. You know, and so I got all these supplies I got to get in. Good night, Mark. Better send an email out real quick or continue. Better finish this spreadsheet so I can leave. Thomas petered out. I'm leaving after the spreadsheet's done. Because all you guys care about is stimulus checks. That's what it is. That's what it is, isn't it? You guys want that stimulus check so bad. What do you think? Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. Think some more?
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna clean that cupboard back there when you're done.
Well, I'll be done soon. I'm not going to do the last spreadsheet till tomorrow.
Are you going to your movie?
I'll put a movie in. Fuck this. I'm going to fucking waste my fucking time. We'll talk too. We need to talk about supplies.
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Or else I'm getting pissed off. Did you know one of our moderators wants to go invest cameras in his house because he's afraid he's going to be looted?
So, this is a problem.
Well, yeah, but still. In a pandemic, would you waste that kind of money or would you put it into groceries? Just to tell you, my cameras each costed $25, by the way. I just wanted to go with what was affordable. Okay, that's done. We'll save it. Do this. And then scroll down here just to see. All right. And that is done. I'll work on this one tomorrow because I'm drained. So everyone, no new video till tomorrow. Probably be short can be. I'm not going to waste my time talking about stimulus checks and the pandemic if no one's going to listen. So that said, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe button. Hold some funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching. Everyone hit the bell notification for new content every day. Thanks for watching. God bless you in everything you do.